Yo, what is good, guys? It is your boy jasonjayv here, coming at you with another Saints Row 2 related video, although we are doing something a little bit different this time. As you guys may have seen in my post, the next Saints Row 2 gameplay video will be delayed due to a corrupted save file. Bottom line, yes, it was my fault. I did it, so that's my bad. I own it. But anyway, we did start a new save game file as an update, and I am working on completing all of the activities I originally had completed during the gameplay footage that you have seen in the first video, and the gameplay video that I started working on before my file got corrupted. So yeah, that's just a bit of an update as to what's going on with the video series. So yeah, the video series for Saints Row 2 is still continuing on. So anyway, now that we got that out of the way, I'm going to show you guys a little trick that I noticed with a DLC vehicle customization mod that I just installed onto my copy of Saints Row 2 for the PC.
Go on.
First of all, in order for this to work for you guys, make sure you get both the juice patch, because this patch, let me tell you something, this patch is amazing. It's incredible. Shout out to the folks, the good folks that is, over at Cobra Works, which is the site you're gonna want to get these patches from. Yeah, the juice patch, definitely a must-have if you want your copy of Saints Row 2 for the PC to function properly. Yeah, this works way better than the Gentleman of the Row patch that was released many a moons ago. Not only that, but also very important, make sure you also get the Saints Row 2 DLC bundle that was originally a console exclusive, meaning it was only exclusive to the Xbox 360 and the PS3 at the time that this game was available for. Shout out to, again, Cobra Works, man. These guys are awesome. I haven't got the chance to play the DLC missions just yet, you know, the old tour missions. I haven't touched those just yet. I'm holding off on those for now. But not only do you get those, but this is also the same DLC bundle where you get the uncut clothing. Also included in this pack are the vehicles, which is very important, and is the topic of this video, obviously, as you can tell from the title. So yeah, make sure you get both juice and make sure you get the Saints Row DLC. Otherwise, this video is going to be a waste of time for you if you don't get any of these patches. You go to download details. I'm only talking to players who have the juice mod already installed into their game, and also the players who have the DLC bundle pack installed into their game as well. So we're going to go right into this mod down below. If you scroll down on the juice mod patch that we just clicked onto, you're going to go down here to this list, and you're going to go all the way down where it says right here, customizable DLC vehicles by Caboose. Well, shout out to Caboose for this one. And yes, does what it says on the tin, allows you to customize DLC vehicles. You're going to want to click here, and this is going to take you to the Saints Row mods forum, and this is the page you're going to want to be on. Comes with, you know, the important things to know, technical details, pictures, installation warning, change log. Don't worry, this mod right here, it is legit. I do have it already installed into my copy of Saints Row 2 for the PC. Installation, let's go ahead and let's look at this real quick. See, this only works as long as you have juice and the DLC installed, so be sure to install them. As I mentioned earlier, I will only be going over how to install this for juice only. So download customizable DLC vehicles below, extract it out of the I'm gonna say rare, even though it says RAR, which technically says RAR, but that sounds weird, so I'm gonna say rare. Anyway, you can use tools such as 7-zip or WinRare to extract rare containers. Once extracted, you need to locate your SR2 folder. Assuming you installed Juiced already, you will see a mods folder in your root directory. Drag and drop DLC vehicles customizable into this folder, and we're going to ignore that part because your boy followed this portion of the instructions to a T, and trust, it will not work if you put it in either the juice folder or your mods folder. I will show you which folder that this mod actually works perfectly in. Trust me, it's going to make a lot more sense than what they're suggesting here. See, now edit your loose text, which is also located in your SR2 root directory if Juice is installed correctly, and this is correct. The loose text, it is in the Saints Row 2 directory. I will show you in a bit what that is, what that looks like, so stay tuned. See, add this line to that file, mods/DLC vehicles customizable. See, I advise add it above Juice lines. However, you can order your mod list that fits your needs. Just remember, higher on the list, higher priority. A lot of people seem to still get confused on how mods get loaded in. Well, gee, I wonder why that is. Anyway, they load from the bottom to top. So if mod is near the top, it loads. So if a mod is near the top, is load. I think that's a typo.
You sure about that?
It loads last and thus has higher priority and overrides what is below. Makes sense. So if a folder below has the same files as the folder above, the above overrides what is below. So here's an example of loose text for this mod: mods/DLC vehicles customizable, and then you see all the rest of these are the juiced packaged lines as well underneath. So yeah, this actually does make sense. This is something that I have done as well, and I'm going to show you how to do all that. You can basically copy and paste this into your loose text, which again I'll show you. I already have it in my loose, so I'm going to show you what my list looks like. But anyway, so what we're going to do is we got the customizable zip folder, customizable DLC vehicles folder here.
You sure about that?
Obviously you're going to want to download that. I think I still have the original zip folder in my downloads. Let me check here. Okay, no, I have the extracted folder here already. So yeah, once you get it's going to look like one of these zip folders here. All you gotta do is just right click it, hit extract. You don't really need to use 7-zip. You can just use your extract all option for these types of folders. It'll work perfectly fine. And once you get your customizable vehicles DLC folder, what you're gonna want to do is, let me see if I have my Saints Row 2. Nope, I don't. Perfect. That is perfectly fine. We're gonna go to our Steam account. We're gonna pull up our Steam account here, and then we're gonna go to Saints Row 2. We're gonna right click on that. We're gonna go down to manage. We're gonna go to browse local files. And so that loose file that was mentioned in the instructions is right down here. It's going to be underneath license. So we're going to go ahead, we're going to double click that to open it up. And this is what your loose text should look like. Mod/DLC vehicles, space, customizable, and then all the juice stuff is already here pre-listed. Just the only thing you're going to do is add this as it says in the instructions. So since mine's already there, we're going to go ahead and we're going to X out of there since that's already done. Now it said to put the DLC vehicles customizable in the mods folder. Yeah, we don't want to do this. Trust me, I tried it and it didn't work. So being that this mod is dedicated to DLC vehicles, I don't know about y'all, but to me, it makes more sense to put it in the DLC folder because this is where the vehicles are. So we're going to go to vehicles, speaking of, and there it is. Customizable DLC vehicles. We have it here in the vehicles folder of the DLC folder. Because it makes sense, right? I mean, this is where the vehicles are. So why not put it here? And trust me, the game will agree with you on this. So now, once we have that all figured out, next thing you're gonna want to do is go to tables. So here's a list of all the DLC vehicles in the tables folder. So now what we need to do is we need to be able to identify which of these vehicles is which. So far I know for sure the muscle car vehicle, the car two-door muscle, this is for the lightning vehicle. And if you, for those of you who don't know what the lightning vehicle is, it's basically the hot rod with the chop top, and that rhyme will hit the player, hit the game bars. Album dropping soon. Anyway, I will go ahead and I will b-roll an image of the lightning so you can see what it looks like here. This is the lightning in its original form. The reason I'm taking you here is because what if I told y'all that we can take this DLC or this mod for the DLC vehicles to a whole nother level.
Go on.
All right, y'all. So now after showing you the tables files where we know where all the DLC vehicles are, we're actually not going to be modifying the stance from this file. I mean, you could, it will still work. I should know, I tried it despite having this file here, but it's better if you go through here. So we're going to click on the customizable vehicles v1.1. We're going to click on the original named file right here. We're going to go to this file, and then we have our vehicle list over here. And you're actually going to want to modify the DLC vehicles here because it will override your vehicle's stance if you go this route versus the tables route. So what we want to do is we want to be able to identify what each vehicle is. The muscle car is, as I mentioned earlier, it's going to be the lightning. The classic will be the relic. So what you're going to want to do is we're going to want to click onto the muscle car one, and the only files between the two, because you notice they're on here twice, but they're under two different file types. We don't want to worry about the CVTF files. We only want to worry about the XTVL files, because these are the only files you can modify. The CVTF files, they don't do anything, so we're not going to worry about those. So let's go ahead, let's open this muscle car one. This is the lightning, and then we're going to go down here to where it says axle. The top axle information here, this is for the front end, as it says right here, name, front name. The bottom one is going to be for the rear name. You'll see it right there. And the only thing we want to worry about is this piece of information right here, the wheel spring length. And the only piece of information that is moddable, I guess we could say it, that's a better word, is this number right here where it says 0.29. Now keep in mind, this is, I've already done this. I've already modded my right stance, so I'm basically walking you through what I did to modify my vehicle's stance height. So this number originally was 39. If you drop it down to 29, it will lower your vehicle. And the number for the rear axle on the Lightning was 0.35. Actually, excuse me, the original number was 0.45. I dropped it down to 0.35, so that, you know, actually changed our height, our stance height in the rear. Another vehicle I did this to, oh, sorry, my bad, I'm getting ahead of myself. So once you change the value here, and keep in mind, any number you go below the original number, so like I said, for example, the rear axle, it was 0.45, right? Anywhere you go beneath 0.45, that's going to lower your vehicle. Anywhere you go above 0.45, that's going to raise your vehicle. So if you go, let's say you go 55 on the rear end, you're going to raise up your rear end. If you change the front right here from 0.29 to, let's say, 0.29 to 0.49 or 0.59, you're going to raise your front end. So you can, so it's your choice. You can have a raised up vehicle or you can have a slammed down vehicle. It's totally your call. That is up to you. Once you change the numbers here, you're going to go to File, and you're not going to hit Save. The reason being is because if you hit Save as, if you just hit save, it's gonna convert your XBTL file into a text file. You don't want that, because that's gonna basically null and void the changes you made on your vehicle. Instead, what you're gonna want to do is change it to all files, because see how now you have your DLC vehicles here, a little preview of your listed DLC vehicles. Yeah, this is what you want to see happen here before you do anything else. So once you have it set to all files and you see your list, your little preview list of your DLC vehicles, you're then going to want to hit save. Doesn't make any sense for me to do it right here now, because like I said, I already made my changes and I am happy with my changes. So I'm gonna go ahead, I'm gonna exit out here, and I'm gonna X out here, and then I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna close this out, and then we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna boot up Saints Row 2. Hopefully this goes smoothly. I may have to do a cut, but don't worry, if I have to, I can always pick it back up from the main menu. Alright, so we want to continue with our new save file. Alright, so yeah, you can see we got my girl in her new attire. And yeah, I kind of worked on her look a little bit. I'm not too thrilled with how she came out. I still got to fine tune her look. Anyway, let's go ahead and get to the meat and potatoes of this video. So boom, you see our relic? Yes, let's retrieve that. You see how low she's sitting? And then let's go down to the lightning and see how she turned out. Yeah, you can see how low this car is sitting. We got the lowrider wheels on it. We changed up the paint. So let's go ahead and let's go to a nearby rim jobs. And don't worry, I will time lapse the drive to the rim jobs. All right, y'all. So you see we're at body mods, and I'm at both axles. And here's where it gets really fun. So for wheel width, we can keep it at 2. We can go up to 3. We can go up to 4. You can go all the way up to 5 as far as the width is concerned. But really the 5 and 4, not really a difference there. So you can just go up to 4, and it's basically the same width as 5. So yeah, kind of a pointless level here, but it don't cost you nothing, so why complain? And then for wheel size, we can go all the way up. This is gonna get crazy. We can go all the way up to 26 and have our wheels clipped to the fenders. And then we can make our car look like, you know, the Batpod from the Dark Knight trilogy. You know what I'm saying? Alright, let's put it back to where it was. And actually, if you go past it, you can have tiny little itty bitty wheels that look like skateboard wheels. So yeah, you have pretty much a wide range in wheel sizes. We're gonna go back to where our size was, which was 7x2, I believe it was. And yeah, you can actually pick any rim style. You can get the standard wheels, sports wheels. Both sports wheels are available. Of course, we've got our Daytons here. You can go with the more classic spiral Daytons, or you can go with the straight spoke, which is what we got here. And then you can also go with the deep dish rims if that's more your bag. And be advised that depending on each DLC vehicle that you bring in here, some customization options may be more broad for a certain vehicle, and then some customization options may be lacking for other vehicles. So always keep that in mind. And then we're gonna go to details. Decal. The thing is, if you want to remove your decal, you have to be fully committed. in removing your decals. This first decal I removed is basically a special clear coat. It's like a pearlized clear coat that you can remove. You notice that I still kept the flame decals on there because, again, when you remove either decal here, I'll show you with the flame one too. So yeah, unless you're fully committed, you don't care about any of the decals, I say go ahead and remove them. But just know that when you commit to that, there is no going back. Unless you start a new save game file, that's the only way you can start over. But other than that, yeah, there is no going back. Once you remove these decals, they're gone for good. So yeah, I opted to keep the flames because the color I chose for this car goes perfectly with the flames. Goes perfectly with the look that I want. No, we don't want to exit out just yet. We're gonna go over the colors, and yeah, this is where you could paint the car. All the different paint styles are available here. All the different colors are available. Yeah, I'm not sure what this paints exactly. I don't know why there's a second body color. I don't really see much of a difference to that one. You can change up your trim here, of course. All the different paint styles are available for that as well. If you want a color match or change the metal finish, you can go. This was I believe brass was the original, or no, I believe bronze was the original coating it had. But you can change your coating to any coating you want. There's your gold, there's your aluminum alloy, there's your stainless steel, and there's your chrome that I had, and I'm going to keep. Got your trim color here. Again, this is for the for around the windshield and around the other windows as well. So as you can see, yeah, you can mess around with this, which is pretty cool. You can also change the interior color. Let's go ahead and let's check that out. So yeah, more or less you can change the interior color. Oh, I didn't realize it changes the fender wells. That's actually pretty cool. Oh, and the trim around the headlights. Okay, so that's something we both just discovered together. Oh, and it changes the inside of the exhaust pipes as well. Little tiny obscure detail, but I'm glad it's there. So I'm going to leave that alone because that's the way I want it. Window tint is also available, so you can change up your tint. And then you can change up your rims if you want. So yeah, all the standard customization options that's usually available for just the base game vehicles are now available for your DLC vehicles as well. But be advised, again, depending on which DLC vehicle you bring in here, some customization options may be more broad for that certain vehicle, and then some customization options may be a bit more lacking for other DLC vehicles. So yeah, we'll go ahead and we'll pull this out, and we're going to check out the relic. So let's go ahead and let's grab our relic. So yeah, let's go ahead and mess around with this a bit. You can see, yeah, the wheels that it's rolling on, it's small, are smaller rather than the spare wheels we have on the sides of the vehicle. And yeah, you can change the paint color on this. You can also change the color of the rag top that you see that's folded down in the back, towards the back of the vehicle. You can also change your trim. Let's go ahead and let's mess around with the wheels for a little bit. See, I maybe want to take them down a few sizes. And yeah, all the various wheels customization options are available. Yeah, I'm gonna keep it like that because I like that classic look for this car. Wheel width, yeah, we can mess around with that too. And yeah, the really wide tires, yeah, we can put those on this too if we so choose. But I'm gonna put it back to the way it was. I believe I had it at 1. Actually, you know what? Yeah, we'll go with the 2. I think I like the way the 2 looks better. Feels in those fender wells a lot better. Let's do that. And then, so you see body mods and colors. As I mentioned, yeah, see the options for this particular vehicle, very limited. But yeah, I really like the overall paint scheme, so I'm not going to mess with that. Let's check out window tint. Yeah, if I want, I can have the windshield matching my paint, or I can go with a variety of colors. I'm just going to darken it. Yeah, 'cause that's my preferred tint. And then let's bring her down, see how she looks. And yeah, man, I like the stance on this car. Oh yeah, she's looking nice and low. And I know it looks kind of odd with the spares on the sides being bigger than our custom wheels, but hey, I don't care, man. I still think that looks pretty gangster. And then let's try one more DLC vehicle before we call it a video. So the race car, there's going to be a vehicle in that tables file.
You sure about that? You sure about that? You sure about that?
That is referred to as a sports car, rather. And that's going to be this one, the Stallion. And as you can see, yeah, it's already been modded. We got it painted. We got the wide meats in the back with the more narrow wheels on the front. Let's go ahead and let's tweak that one up a little bit. I already adjusted the ride height on this one as well. So let's, once in the front, I want to go a little bit smaller. So yeah, you can see just how high up those wheels are and how low the body's going to be to the ground once we bring her back down. So yeah, I want to bring those down to a 7. Let's make those slightly wider. We can put those at 2. And then let's increase the size of the rear. We'll go up to 12. And yeah, I got them at 4. I think we'll keep them at 4. And yeah, I already did my windshield tint, painted the interior, painted the car up. The decals are not removable from what I see, so that's the only downside to it. I wish that you could take the decals off of these, but it is what it is, man. And yeah, the axles, we painted those gold. We put those in the gold coat, and then the roll bar behind the seat and the exhaust pipe, we chrome plated those. The wheels are chrome plated. Let's go ahead and get this car down so we can see what she looks like on the ground. And yeah, y'all, look how low that girl's sitting. So yeah, there you have it, guys. If you want to lower or raise your car's stance height / ride height, just adjust that number on the axles. So yeah. And then you too can have some cool custom lowriders like I do. Or you can have big monster truck style cars, you know what I mean? Whatever your heart desires. And yeah, and that's gonna do it for this video, guys. So really hope you guys enjoy this one, and I really hope this video helps y'all out. If it does, y'all know the deal. Don't forget to leave a like, leave a comment down below. Let me know if you messed around with this and how it worked out for you. Would love to hear from you guys. Love to hear about y'all's experience with this mod and with this hack, with the hack that I just showed you that goes along with it. And yeah. If you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe if you feel so inclined to do so. We'll really appreciate that support. And shout out to everyone that is supporting the channel, engaging with the content. Really means the world. I can't thank you guys enough. You guys are awesome. And yeah, so till the next one, y'all know the deal. Y'all have a blessed one. It is your boy JasonJayv signing out. I will catch you all later. Peace.
You Wish you could have this.
Catch y'all later.